Hello everyone, it is Tuesday I don't remember what day it is. Tuesday the 19th. It's almost noon. I've had like a very slow late start to my morning. I don't have work today, which is obviously why I'm like still in my apartment midday, but I stayed up way later than I intended to last night just because I fell down like a YouTube black hole, and I was like looking mad at myself for that because I like awoke from the black hole of YouTube and was like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, like why didn't I just go to bed earlier? But I slept in a bit because of that, and I felt very like well rested, so I was like, you know what, it's nice and like snowy outside, so I'm just gonna treat this as like a cozy, productive snow day. And I decided to vlog because that always motivates me so much to like actually work on my goals, which is kind of sad that I need like other people watching me do this to motivate me, but it works. So here I am. Right now I'm just gonna be cleaning some dishes, and then we'll kind of see where the day takes me after that. Okay, I did clean my dishes, and there's just like a couple of things floating through my mind about what I want to do today. So I have this like daily notepad thing that has like the time schedule on it. I personally wish that there was like more hours because it starts from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and like the lines are kind of like, it's not very clear where like the hours start, so I kind of assume it's like right below the letter, or not the letter, the letters or numbers or whatever. So it's not the best, but it kind of like, it creates an outline so I don't have to like write it all by hand. So I think I'm just gonna spend a few minutes kind of seeing how I want to piece together my day, because I know I'm also gonna call one of my friends later today in the afternoon, so it'll be helpful to just kind of see how everything's gonna go down. I just heated up some leftovers for lunch. It's this really good recipe I found where it's basically like a Thai red curry, but you add tomato paste and then kind of boil it down and mix it with rice noodles. So it's kind of like a curry spaghetti in a way. I did add garlic, which I usually try to avoid because it can upset my stomach a little bit, but I feel like if you're making curry, and I usually have found this with like Thai curry, is that it just does not hit the same without garlic, and I just like can't finish, like it just doesn't taste good. So I did that, and I haven't been suffering. And then I also made some crispy like baked tofu, and I have recently mastered my crispy baked tofu recipe, which is great because I've tried making fried tofu, which is like really good and crispy, and I have tried it with like a really yummy teriyaki sauce. But the thing is that if you're frying it, it's like in all that oil, and that can like kind of upset my stomach too. Plus I feel like if you bake it, it's just better for you because it doesn't have all that oil, and this is like super easy to make. So maybe the next time I make it, I'll try to vlog it to show you guys. It's kind of like a combination of several techniques that I found online. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'm also, while eating, I'm going to be reading my Kindle. I've been reading the book called 4,000 Weeks. Let me see who the author is because I can't remember. 4,000 Weeks by Oliver Burkeman, and the subtitle is Time Management for Mortals. This book is like a super high rating on Goodreads, and I've read it before as an audiobook and absolutely loved it. And recently I just was kind of craving a deeper dive into the topics again and to remind myself of what it talks about, because it has been a couple years. And I freaking love this book so much. I've been highlighting so much from it, and I want to like take notes on it properly afterwards. It's just been so helpful to think through like my relationship with time and goals, because I have had a lot of anxiety around how I use my time, and a lot of distraction and overthinking, and this book has just been really helpful to just zoom out and think about these topics in terms of like the broader scope of like your lifetime, which I feel like sounds morbid because the whole title is 4,000 weeks, which is kind of the average lifespan of a human. But it honestly is really helpful and doesn't depress me that much. It kind of is like using the concept that humans have a finite time on earth and using that to create motivation and hope for how we do choose to use our time, because it's basically saying that if your time is limited, it means that you get to choose how you spend your time, and that's how you create value with that. That's kind of like the main topic, but there's so much more. So yeah, it's due in a day. I borrowed it from the library, so I'm gonna try to crank it out and finish it today because I've been really enjoying it. And yeah, I just went on a whole tangent on that, but you can tell I'm really excited about it. Just got off, not just, but I was watching a video my friend sent. But before that, I had a like almost 2-hour phone call with a friend. Every year we have a tradition where we'll review our goals from the previous year and then meet again to set goals for the new year. So we just had our reflection on the past year, and it was like so productive and motivating, and I don't know, I just am so grateful that we're able to have those kind of like deeper conversations together. And I just feel there's like so many ideas and so much potential that we have. So yeah, that was really lovely. I am going to cook some dinner. I just found a recipe for a way I can use some leftover potatoes and tomato paste that I have, so I'm excited to try a new recipe. Okay, I finished cooking, and I figured since the recipe didn't have any protein, I tried making some poached eggs, which I've never done before, where you just like put it in the water. I thought it was going to be a disaster, but it actually turned out really well. Also, I'm just now noticing that this sweatshirt got all messed up in the washer. I don't know if you can see that. maybe not, but there's like dark lines like that. I've been having laundry adventures too though, because the stew I made has turmeric in it, and when I was sampling to make sure it had enough salt, which I need to add, I dribbled a little bit on my fleece that I was wearing earlier. So I was looking up how to remove the stain, and it says that the best thing is to like first put baking soda on it, or I think baking soda, I always mix up the two, but I don't have that, so it was like you can use flour or cornstarch, but I'm mostly gluten-free, so I also didn't have flour, but I had cornstarch. So I'm gonna put that in because it had a bit of oil that I was using to like saute in the beginning. So we'll see if I can get the stain out, because it was like kind of a sweater that I really liked, and I feel like this is a lesson to myself because this shirt I have underneath also has a turmeric stain. I think I should just not cook wearing clothes that I really like when it's something that'll stain. But it's time for dinner now. It's in the past. We'll see how it goes. Oh, nice and cozy. Wait, okay. Can I hang up and then you call me so I can see if I'll hear it? Yes. Oh my god, that's so funny. I say, I've always wanted to try hot pot. I've never had, I think there's a hot pot place right where I live too. Yeah. Well, there's just like, you could have so many nice veggies.